Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Blind Man Reviews. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps this legally blind YouTuber remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos on this channel and also on the Bengal Dragon channel. Right. This is an incident that happened a few weeks ago. What you're about to see is basically what happened, and I will audio describe it a little later. So here's the footage. So, for an audio description, my apartment was flooded and there was like an inch of water pretty much throughout my apartment except the bedroom. This is thankfully, I mean, in hindsight, I have a big thick rug in front of my bedroom, and that sort of blocked out some of the water, I guess. So there's just little trickles here and there in the bedroom. So what happened was in the toilet there was a pipe that sort of burst open, especially like from one of the junction points. And at this point, as a legally blind person living alone, I did not know where any of the water controls were. The problem got fixed, but this is just a piece of advice for any legally blind person living alone in an apartment or in a house or something like that. Okay. And in hindsight, this is also another reason why I would prefer not to live in a house, because in a big house, it's a lot of real estate to manage as a legally blind person. So the lesser real estate I have to manage, where also I can live comfortably, the better for me. So this is why I prefer apartments more than houses. But if you move to an apartment for emergency purposes, first of all, if it has gas, okay, if it has any type of gas supply, make sure you find out or you familiarize yourself with exactly where the gas supply controls are. Because if there's a leak or something, you detect it, first thing you have to do is you have to shut it off. Okay, same thing with the water supply. Okay, there is a water supply main nozzle, if you will. There's a way to control the main water supply throughout the apartment. Okay, make sure you know where this is and you know exactly how to turn it on and off. Okay, because one of the problems with this flooded apartment, how it got this flooded, was that I did not know where the main water supply controls were. I did not know this. So I actually went out literally screaming for help from my neighbors. I started knocking doors. I started literally screaming for help. And thankfully, two of my neighbors who live upstairs, because I live downstairs. So two of my neighbors who live in apartments upstairs, they came down and they turned off the mains for me. Okay. And the third thing I will advise all legally blind people: familiarize yourself with where the circuit board is, the main circuit board, and which switch does what. Okay? Because in cases of emergencies, the first thing to do is to turn off these systems so that repairs or other maintenance work could be done on them. And as legally blind people, like, we have to figure life out in a very different way, which is not very well known, which is not common knowledge. That's the one thing people like. One of the many things that people who are not legally blind keep missing. Every normal thing that you do with vision, a legally blind person has to do another way that is not well known. Once you start to grasp the scale of the problem, okay, if you have any self awareness, the last thing you would say is stop complaining. All right, because he said that, oh, it can't be that bad. Oh, you don't know how bad it is. But anyways, that's just a short video about my experience with a flooded apartment. And my advice to other legally blind people on, steps to take to make things safer and being more aware of contingency plans. Hit that like, subscribe button, leave a comment. This is your boy, Blind Man Review, signing out.